You got announcements. Welcome, everyone, to another fun-filled, exciting adventure with the Treacherous 3 on our episode 288. We got Green Drink Sensation over there, Tony Green Drink Reigns, frozen in time. We got me, Busy B, and the man below.
I mean, Jamal Smith. Oh, there she is. She's back.
She was holding that pose. Quit you like.
Man, this is some good juice. I don't want to put the cup down. I'm going to keep it up here. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute.
I love my green juice.
Wait a minute. Let me get... Oh.
Y'all have your water and your coffee. I got my green juice.
It's frozen. Man. Spilled this all over my shirt.
No,
anyway, happy Friday, everybody. TGIF, you made it to the end of the week. You slid on in. Excellent. Hopefully you had a good week.
We had an excellent show yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, he had a lot of good things to say, and the things he's doing, pretty amazing, man.
kind of parallels us, because everything he was doing it like how we did it.
Right. I was like, man, that sounds familiar.
But you know what was cool was the fact that the community has come together like it has. I mean, 50 or so entities have decided to spring up and, just make sure everybody's got what they need.
Yeah, and it's a trip because they're filling the niche or the need that is needed, right? So not everybody has to provide supplies and water and all that kind of stuff. Not everybody's giving food. Not everybody's doing a workshop on how to do things. So like Dave, it's a niche where people are still in the community, but they want to kind of come together and see one another and just kind of, hang out for a couple hours. And what's cool is that it's only a couple hours. It's not a lot of your time. And you can just get in there, have a little fun, look at some nice cars, get some nice coffee or tea or whatever you want to drink. And then you go about your day.
Yeah. It's a cool little situation. And it should continue.
Yeah. I hope it does. With Dave behind the wheel right now, I don't think it's going to stop. Even if for whatever reason that particular location becomes unavailable, which I don't anticipate anytime soon. But if for some reason it does, I'm pretty sure he'll figure out a new spot.
So if you guys watched this show yesterday, Dave needs help. It's a burnout position. You can get tired. I mean, you see Tony and Jamal and myself on occasion take a break because this is something we've dedicated ourselves to do every day, but it's like not our only job. So we need a recharge, a reset every now and again ourselves.
Mm-hmm. As everyone should, as Tony pointed out yesterday. That is very true.
Yeah, and even Dave was kind of upset you didn't invite him to the party, Tony. I'm sorry I missed the invite.
That's why it's called me time.
No,
I believe in me time. My me time.
That's funny.
So what's everybody doing? What are we talking about today?
Well, I'm going to be at the Black History Festival at Jackie Robinson Park. And then if we have enough time after we break down, we'll go down there to see Miss Feimstra's event. I think hers ends an hour after the festival ends. I think the festival ends at 3, hers ends at 4.
Yeah, hers is at 4, 9 to 4.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to go down there and catch the last bits, but I can't promise. Right. And Sunday, well, I have to see what events you're about to announce today before I commit on Sunday.
Yeah, Go ahead.
So there's a new nonprofit called Altadena Rides, and they they have these e-bikes, and they meet up at the Eagles on Sundays at 1:30, and they go to like Alhambra or Echo Park. I think the last one they went to Arcadia, and I'm supposed to be on every last one of these rides, but I have not had time to go on them. So I think this Sunday I will finally be making one. So I'll be putting on my webcam gear on my chest, so I can put my camera right there with my GoPro, and I'm going to film riding my e-bike to whatever destination we're going to be going to.
Nice.
Let's see if he's actually put up the next one. No, he hasn't.
Yeah, that should actually be pretty fun.
Yeah, but I'm going to show you the group. This is the group that goes to the and shows up every week and has a great time. So this is the crew right here. Meet at the Eagles. Everybody's got their e-bikes, and we roll out. The guy that's kneeling right here.
What made them become a nonprofit? Why do people become nonprofits just because they meet up on bikes and go for rides?
Well, the reason why they had to become a nonprofit is because they fall under the fiscal sponsorship of the Eagles nonprofit. So the only way that they will be able to have this is to be able to have it. They must have a nonprofit. So if you look at their website, it says that they're under fiscal sponsorship of the Fraternal Order of Eagles.
But are they like raising funds and giving funds to people? Because why become a nonprofit just because you meet up in bike rides?
All those bikes. You need to finish?
No, I said You said all those bikes. I said
So the guy leaning down on the left, he bought all these bikes and gave them to these people. So what he did was he said, well, you know what? I'm already doing giving myself. Let me start a nonprofit so in case somebody wants to donate to help pay for some bikes in the future for people, then he'd have the conduit to do it. And that was
everybody just wants to do nonprofits now. Got it. Okay, cool beans.
Everybody doesn't want to do nonprofits. This guy just did one. That's all I was.
No, everybody. There's 100 plus nonprofits now in Altadena since the fire. It just. I mean, if I meet up with people to take bike rides, I'm not going to be like, oh, let me start a nonprofit. But that's me. So that's why I asked you. So that makes sense. So yeah, makes sense. That especially if he gave all those bikes away, that's super dope. And then if he's going to maybe get more for people, that's cool. Super cool. And there's 8 of you right now?
Well, there's more than that. That was just this particular crew that went out.
Oh, okay, cool.
This particular week.
Since they're e-bikes, you guys can go like up the hills and all that. You guys go like all over the place?
Yeah, so there was one trip to Alhambra. They went to the new bowling alley that opened up down there. There was a trip to Echo Park to go hang out at a bar. It's just something to get people's wellness up.
Yeah.
And that's why he decided to do it, because he wanted to make sure that, his town's going to be able to come back, and everybody's got their own way of doing things. I was just helping them promote it. That's all.
That's super cool. What's the name of it?
Altadena Rides.
Oh, you did say that. I'm sorry. I laughed because it's like there's Altadena Rising. There's something else Rise. Together we rise.
No, Rides. R-I-D-E-S.
Oh, okay. That's why I laughed, because I was like, Altadena Rise. Okay, Rides. Oh, that's cool. And does, it would make sense, I guess, if somebody wants to join that they have an e-bike, because if not, you guys are going to be ski-daddling and leaving them in the dust.
Ain't no sense in, Sherry wanted me to go bike riding with her Monday, the holiday. I said, I don't have my e-bike, it's in Pasadena. Well, how are we going to ride bikes? I said, well, we can ride the regular bikes. She goes, I'm not riding a regular bike. I'm like, well, then I'm not riding one and you leave me in the dust. I mean, I will, but you'll just have to keep coming back and wondering what's going on. So it is what it is. I'm learning this year not to even argue with people. I'm just going to agree with you so you'll be quiet and I can just move on with my life. I did that with Sydney the other day. It was so much fun. I could just agree with you, and now that just shuts you down.
Maybe or maybe not.
No, not him. He didn't
People
shut up.
don't want to shut down. Some people want to keep going.
No, he did. He didn't want peace. He wanted problems always. That is him. We were trying to take a picture at the Century Club reunion, and he kept talking. I'm like, bruh, your picture's going like this. And it did. I'll show it to you later. It was horrible. But yeah, that was cool though.
That's good. Glad you guys had fun on them.
I haven't been on the ride with them yet. The only time.
Without Hamburg.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, they have been going on trips. I haven't gone. I got my bike that day. Did I see you up at the Christmas tree celebration when they were getting ready to light it, and I had the e-bike then?
I didn't see you. I talked to you on the phone a couple times, but we
Oh,
never
that's what it was.
like ran into each other because it was.
Yeah, I was up there by the
2000
musicians.
Cool beans.
Damn, I hate hangnails.
Jamal, are you home this weekend or do you have travel ball?
I'm home, but there is another tournament on Sunday. It's in Orange County.
Oh, okay.
So
Kind of close.
There's usually something. Well, it's closer than Vegas or Colorado or the last one, which will be in Florida. So
wow.
yes.
When's
yes,
that one?
In June.
Oh. You don't sound happy about that.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome.
You better bring like 5 sets of shirts per day.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Man, oh my God. I went to Orlando for Sherry's family reunion.
That's
I was
nasty.
dying.
Yep.
Sweat.
Yeah.
You were sweating just standing outside. And this one I was smoking cigarettes, so I'd go outside. So I'm like, I can't. I smoked less cigarettes in Orlando than I ever smoked. Because I was like, I can't be out here, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, it is rough. You know, you take a shower, get all dried off, and as soon as you walk out, you're wet again. And yeah, it's crazy.
Your skin is happy
Yeah.
because it's like straight clear.
Mm-hmm. Crazy hydrated.
Natural moisturized.
Mm-hmm.
But all the women's hair, no bueno.
He said no bueno.
No good. It was, everybody was wearing bonnets at the breakfast.
It's ghetto.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
No,
about my
it
hair.
wasn't even ghetto. It was
That is
because
ghetto. That is ghetto.
that
I don't care what the reason is. That is ghetto.
Well, then I'll agree with you.
That's fine. We ain't gotta agree.
I
Wearing
just said I
bonnets
agree
anywhere out
with
your
you.
house is ghetto.
I just said I agree with you, and you said we don't have to agree.
No, I thought you said I don't agree with you. I said that's fine.
Not listening. Not listening.
Jamal, what's up with our announcements today? What's actually happening this weekend?
I'll have them in a second. I'm working on something. I'm trying to share right now a little bit. It'll be a couple minutes.
I was making a video for Mickey back in 2018, and Tony, I didn't realize that one of the pictures that I used to make the video had you in it.
For
It
who?
was
Really?
for her hair salon. No, did I send it? I don't think I sent
I
it.
need to go to her. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago, like 8 years ago. It's like crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
just happened to run across it in like looking for a picture of my son, and I was going back to that year. I was like, oh wow! I was looking at the video. I go, wait a second.
Crazy that 2018 was 8 years ago, huh? I mean, that's the crazy part. Like, dang.
Yeah.
Time flies for sure.
Well, we've been 26 years into the new millennium, and
Y2K.
where's the flying cars?
Right.
Where's
And
the
since
George
Y2K,
Jetson?
the world was gonna
but-
end.
The car goes into your suitcase like Transformers.
Like
Yeah.
Jetson.
Yeah, Y2K, when that was the biggest fraud ever.
Whole lot of fraud.
I mean, there were some systems that did only have 2 digits for the year. So if they did go to 00, it was already based on the 19 being in front of it. So that's where the COBOL and Fortran people really shined with like those old SAP systems. But anything Windows or whatever that had 4 digits already in the date wasn't going to make a big deal. And it's funny because my one company that I work for, they go, turn off everything the night before. Okay. Turning back on, it said 1/1/2000. Everybody was like this. I'm like, it's already had a 4 digit right here.
Yeah, I found it really hard to believe that everything was going to shut down because of that. Like there was no preparation, that nothing was going to be, ready or able to take that into consideration.
The biggest conspiracy ever.
Yeah, that was crazy. Insane in the membrane. All right, so I'm ready. I'll go ahead and do the announcements. I'm going to do the whole thing. It's not as many as we have had in the past, but here we go. So I shall begin at the very beginning, where we have the Altadena Community Center, located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. They're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is where you can get in-person help with the essential, usually the beginning stages of recovery for the 2025 wildfires. We also have the LA County One-Stop Permit Center, where when you're ready to rebuild, this is the place you go to start that process. 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210 in Altadena. They have walk-in hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can also set up a rebuild consultation appointment as an individual or with a small group. Those are available on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. You can also set up a Southern California Edison planner appointment. Those are available Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to noon. And to set up those appointments, you go to the website recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. And just a reminder, the SBA is their in-person assistance has returned. They're currently at the Eden Fire Collaborative at 540 West Woodbury Road in Altadena, available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're also at the Ronald Reagan Palisades Post 283 at 15247 La Cruz Drive in Pacific Palisades. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. And then the waivers and refunds continue with LA County. So if you're a homeowner rebuilding after either of the fires, the Eaton or Palisades, you could potentially have your fees refunded if you've already paid them, or have them waived if you've yet to pay them. To qualify, though, you must demonstrate that you both owned and lived in your property prior to the 7th of January of 2025. In addition, you have to be working on an eligible project, such as an obvious one, which is the replacement of your single-family home destroyed by either fire. That does include accessory structures like ADUs, garages, and pools, etc. Also, if you're doing a standalone ADU for temporary occupancy during the rebuilding, that qualifies. What does not qualify, though, is commercial, rental, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, or properties that were not damaged by the fires. And to get these, either the waiver or the refund, you want to go to the website recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds, or just simply scan the QR code. Go ahead and fill out the form, and you can include it in an email and send that email to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov, or print up a copy and take that copy to either the Altadena Community Center or the One Stop Permit Center. You only need one to cover all departments. So Callisis Mortgage Fund is still available, and they've actually made some nice enhancements. They now offer 12 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum dollar amount of $100,000. These don't need to be repaid. It is free again, or still to apply. And the grants, should you receive one, go directly to your mortgage servicer, not to you. One of the nice things is, in terms of eligibility requirements, the income limits have been raised. So for LA County, it's now $281,400. You do still have to have owned and occupied your home, and it can have up to 4 units. And the main one is that your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to a qualified disaster from the 1st of January of 23 through the 8th of January of 2025. And this obviously includes the Eaton and Palisades fires. If you do apply, please be prepared to provide your mortgage statement, your bank statements, your utility bills, homeowners insurance or FEMA claim, as well as your proof of income. And to apply, you just simply go to calisismortgagefund.org and you can get help at 800-501-0019 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can get in-person help at, let me do this real quick. All right. You can get in-person help at either the One Stop Rebuild Center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA, or the Altadena Community Center at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. They're both available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, I have a different flyer for the rent relief program. Just so you guys know, it's open. It began the 9th of February. Tenants, the new thing is that tenants can now apply directly for the emergency rent relief, and it is up to $15,000 per unit for past due rent, utilities, and housing related expenses. The deadline is March 11th. And to actually apply and to get additional information, you can go to lacountyrentrelief.com. And just a note, the Eden Fire Collaborative, or the Collaboratory, has been doing quite a bit of providing some great services to the community, and they currently are needing some supplies and donations for a bunch of different items, such as hygiene items, men's and women's deodorant, paper towels, fabric softener, lotion, disinfectant wipes, general cleaning supplies, and much, much more. If you're able to donate some of these items, please reach out to Michelle White. She can be reached at m.white@neighborhoodservants.com. And then My Tribe Rise continues to have their Adopt a Survivor matching fund drive. They're trying to raise an additional $500,000 to reach their $1 million goal. They're going to use the money to provide bridge funding for rent and mortgage coverage for up to 50 families. If you're able to donate, please do so by scanning the QR code. And then the Free Farmers Market is still happening. In this particular case, it's happening today from 5 to 6:30 p.m. or until supplies run out. The location is 3541 Brandon Street in Pasadena, and this is put on by Together We Thrive.
Brandon.
The African Art Journeys Group has a Black History Month Poetry and Art Festival. It's happening today. It'll be beginning at 2 p.m. and last till 7 p.m. at Natha Community Center at 2019 Lincoln Boulevard in Pasadena. For more information, you can reach out to 626-466-7962 and talk to Alondria Bailey to get some more information. And then tomorrow, there's the 44th Annual Black History Festival at Robinson Park, which is 1081 North Fair Oaks Avenue. It'll take place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And they're going to have youth performances, food trucks, live entertainment, and community resource booths. As Brian had indicated earlier, he's going to be there to represent Altadena Talks. I might be able to slide in there. We'll see what's up and hang out for a little bit. But if you want to attend and you'd like additional information, please visit cityofpasadena.net/parks-and-rec. That's REC.
Hey, I have a question, you guys. Didn't we used to call that Jackie Robinson Park? Or was that just us saying that? Has it always been officially?
No, it's still called Jackie Robinson Park. It's just that certain people reduce it to Robinson Park because we called it both things: Robinson Park, Jackie Robinson Park.
Oh, okay. I just, for the first time when you just said that, Jamal, I was like, wait a minute, did they change the name of it? Because
no, we just got, it was too long to say.
No, it's okay. I just wasn't sure, and it just dawned on me this time, and I was like, oh wow, okay, cool, thank you.
Sweetly. Dina Heels is continuing their services. So this Saturday, there's free yoga guided by Yancey Cummins. The doors open at 9 a.m. with the class beginning at 9:15. It's at the Paseo Outdoor Mall, which is 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 151 in Pasadena. Yoga mats are provided and walk-ins are welcome. However, it is encouraged that you RSVP, and you can do so at bit.ly/D as in Dina, H as in heels -yoga. And then, as we have been talking about, and we had the privilege of having Dave Stone on yesterday, Altadena Cars and Coffee takes place tomorrow and each Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Bulgarini, which is 749 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. It's also, more familiarly, the Rite Aid parking lot, if you didn't know. So definitely check this out. It's grown to be a very popular event on Saturdays, and I'm sure everybody would love to see folks to come up there and expand it and continue to do so. Also tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Pasadena Convention Center is the Stronger Together Solution Summit. It's a one-day summit bringing residents, small businesses, builders, educators, funders, and government leaders together to share clear information, real resources, and next steps after the fire. There's going to be a lot of stuff that is going to take place there, and they do encourage you to register, and you can do so by scanning the bottom right QR code, and it is free. And if you just like additional information, you can scan the bottom left QR code. Also, tomorrow is the LA Soil Summit. Tomorrow is going to actually be, and I keep forgetting to add that address, but 3330 North Lake Avenue is what I did see on the actual post itself for the website. And what's going to happen there is soil test data for up to 40 Altadena homes. They're going to have the status of the soil testing and remediation, gaps in testing. So why are there gaps? Who's responsible? And what more can be done, as well as collaborating for safety and resilience. And basically because everyone must do their part. This is taking place from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then on Sunday, there's actually going to be a virtual Zoom event from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now there's a $25 general admission fee in order to do this, but you can scan the QR code to get your tickets. Or if you have questions, you can reach out to Greg at 626-437-6735. And then on Sunday as well will be the Out of the Ashes, a journey of resilience through jazz, put on by Pasadena Village and Classical Notes. It's going to take place from 4 to 5:30 in the evening at the Collaboratory, which is at 540 West Woodbury Road in Altadena, California. And the next Saturday, there's going to be a Through the Fire procession. It's a community walk of remembrance, healing, and return. It's going to take place beginning at 9 a.m. at Loma Alta Park. And it's not a protest or a parade. It is a ceremony in motion. To RSVP, please go to handsinthesoil.com/through-the-fire. And then lastly, we actually have the Grief Party, a grief and loss vision board experience taking place next Saturday, the 28th, put on by Dr. Tamitra Clark, who's been a guest on our show a couple times and actually does provide some great healing methodologies for everyone to heal themselves. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at Deliverance Tabernacle Church, which is located at 1299 Sunset Avenue in Pasadena. There is a $100 fee, and it does include vision board, supplies, facilitation, support, and light snacks. And what you want to know about this event is that you're going to come receive support and healing as you gain tools to embrace the pain, honor the loss, and live intentionally, giving your grief a place to live and not hurt. To register, please go to call 626-328-7794. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, you can donate by dialing 626. You're zelling money here, but to 626-399-6784. And please note to not don't be discouraged by the fee. There could be financial support to attend the workshop because your healing is definitely worth it. That's what I got for you guys thus far today. I bring you back on, B. I guess
I think
Tony had to leave.
She had an appointment at 10:30.
Okay.
So
we come back on. Yeah, this was a little lighter in terms of the weekend than what we're kind of used to. There's usually a whole lot more stuff.
It's kind of better that way. Sometimes you need a weekend of rest.
A little reprieve. Yeah.
I know I could use a good 3 days of not doing anything or going to an event.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're not needed, but at the same time, I need to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't gotten a chance to really do that. I got 4 things I'm going to be going to. I'm going to ASD Market Week. That's coming up March 9th through 11th or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be headed to the NAB show in April.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be wanting to talk to some of the people to get try to find new ways to utilize the services that we already use or find something better. It's always the hunt for finding something more efficient, something that's going to actually work, that's easy, that a caveman can do. Like I'm just going to say StreamYard by far out of all the ones. Now there was one I used to use called BeLive when I first started doing this.
Yeah, I remember BeLive.
And it was awesome. I mean, I didn't have any problems with it. And I learned how how it worked, and I was going to social media marketing world. And I found it. Yeah, actually, I'm going to that again at the end of April.
Good.
They moved it to Orange County now. It's not all the way down to San Diego.
Okay, that makes it a little more convenient.
Yeah.
Although I know you like San Diego.
The parking is horrible. It's like $10 an hour. Can you believe that?
Where? Down by the convention center?
Yeah,
San Diego?
Yeah. What I did was, though, I was slick. I stayed at a hotel probably 9-10 blocks away from Gaslamp, and I rode one of those Lime scooters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
so it was like
$1. Yeah. Right.
So I was like, yeah, fool, scared to death because, I'm old, so I ain't trying to fall.
Yeah, you take a tumble, that's actually going to take a toll.
Yeah, they actually, they still have BeLive. It's still going strong. Now they got, you can do it on Amazon Live now.
Huh.
We
may have to, inspect it. We may, check out different formats now.
I might have to get another computer system like this little one, put it next to each other, and use a separate streaming system with the whole separate camera. Just put them next to each other, and pretty much you're going to expand your reach.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what Jamal and I used to show people how to do with social media marketing when we started Style Click Media back in 2017. We got tired of trying to look for stuff. What works? What doesn't work? So we became the Cisco and Ebert of social media marketing tools. I mean, I would like this when it does this. And Jamal will be like, well, I like it. It works for me.
Right.
I'm like, I don't like it. It's archaic.
So, I'm always looking for, when it comes to things like that, functionality. Does it do what we need it to do, and is it easy? And I'm thinking not so much more for the technical person, because I can be technical personally, but I'm also, I'm looking for ease, because when you have to explain something to somebody, if it's too technical and they're a beginner, it's going to go way over their head, and it's going to take a little while for them to get it. So when we can find those easy things, okay, this is an easy way to do it, then maybe you step them up to something a little bit more detailed, a little bit more complicated, a little bit more technical. That was just always my approach and the way I was thinking. But it all worked out. It definitely did.
So guess what? You know that lifetime subscription that we got with Make?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Make did the same thing as Zapier this whole time. We've been paying for this thing for 5 years. It doesn't. Yes, because when I asked Chat how I could use something similar to Zapier, I said, well, there's this product called Make. It used to be called, what did it used to be called?
Integromat.
Yeah, and it even said that. It said, yeah, you can do that too. But this is what it said. If you want it simple and easy, go to Zapier. If you are doing complicated workflows, then Make is your product.
Just what we were just talking about.
Right. So I would love to learn how to use Make. The reason why is because we're going to be getting into automation where we might post something on LinkedIn, and I might want it to go to 4 of the company pages on LinkedIn. So right now I use Zapier to do that, so that when it's posted on YouTube, it automatically posts an Altadena Talks company page on LinkedIn. Separately from what it does when I go live from StreamYard to my LinkedIn personal account. So it does it twice, but 2 different ways. So I was looking at vMix because I've been wanting to get, they have what they call a lifetime license. And it can go anywhere from $60 all the way up to $1,200.
Yeah.
And basically, the difference is if you do $60 to $350, that only gives you 1080p. If you wanted 4K capabilities,
not for you.
No. Well, no, I wouldn't pay $700. I just don't have it. Number one. Number two, it's got so much that you would have to learn that I just don't have that kind of time, But there's Ecamm, there's all kinds of platforms out there. And that's what the NAB show is about. I think the NAB stands for National Association of Broadcasters. And I think the last time I went up there was with Anthony last April. Rest in peace, Anthony. He passed away in January. But Anthony was always full of life. I used to roast him all the time because he wanted to do everything but didn't want to learn nothing. I'm like, that's not how, unless you got money and pay people to learn it for you.
Someone else to do it.
You're going to have to learn it. And so
you got to take that time.
Every podcaster or every podcast that I've ever done over the last 10 years, I make them involve themselves. Karen, I remember I did 10 hours of training with her on Zoom, recorded and everything. After the 10 hours is up, you know what she said to me? Can you just do it?
You're like, yeah, for a fee.
No, wait, I said you could have, if that's what you wanted, you could have just paid that money you paid for this to pay for that.
Right.
He goes, no, I really wanted to see if you knew what you were talking about.
Wow.
She paid for my time.
She was hearing, but she wasn't learning. She was just like, okay.
No, what happened
was... You done now? All right, go ahead and do what you just said.
What happened was it started off, she was gung-ho, but then, you know me, I'm information overload. But in this particular case, I created an outline for the 10 hours that I was going to be meeting with her to discuss in order how this is what you should do on Facebook only. This is what you should do on Instagram only. This is what you do on YouTube, and I always tell people, you're starting off with a new YouTube channel, You need to have at least 50 videos before you start telling people to go to your channel. Because if I go to your channel and you got 2 videos, and I come back next week and it's still the same 2 videos, I'm not coming back. You just lost a viewer. So one of the great things about us being on here every day live Monday to Friday is that there is no editing. There is no, okay, let's start over. There is push the button, go, and end.
Now, you might hear some crazy stuff in the middle, but
right.
We're not going back to what we just finished. We're moving forward.
Yeah, because it's not a repeatable thing. When I film the videos that we do with Donnie goes, okay, let's watch the whole thing. I'm like, no, you can't. Because when I get ready to edit it, I have to watch it. I'm not going to watch it again just for fun.
Yeah, multiple.
Because it's like the singer who has to sing the same song all the time. I know they get tired of singing it. I know they get tired. I used to trip on my parents and their dedication to rehearsing songs before they went to play at USOs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it irritated me just to watch them going over and over on a song. Luckily for me, I could get up and leave.
Like music producers, you're creating a song, you're playing everything, and then that one instrument or that one sound, you keep trying to tweak it, and then you finally get the artist in there and they're recording, like, nope, go again. Nope, go again. Nope.
Yeah, and I'm like, you come in here and go again.
I did that one time. Thanks, Marcus. Yeah, the show is very organic. I'm glad you enjoy it. Because the little bit that I was exposed to it, I used a beat that I had created for a commercial. It was for the YMCA back in the day with my god brother Scott. And, we played it. Then I had to trim it to a certain point. And then after that, then we had to keep playing it and playing it and playing it to sync it up with they wanted to get it to the right spot. And then they had voiceovers and all this. It was just like, oh my God, I'm tired of hearing this beat.
That keyboard that's at your house that my dad gave to me that he bought in 1988. And brought it home, and I thought, and he opened up the case, and I went, oh, that was the dopest thing I ever seen. And then he goes, I need you to learn how to use this so you can show me how to use it.
You're like, thank you.
No, I was like, I want to learn how to use that. That looks complicated.
But you figured it out, I'm sure.
Well, what happened was, I was
sorry for the snort. No.
Just turned 21. I was living with my dad in LA, and I didn't have anything to do. I was going to, I think I went to 330 parties that year, because I would leave when he got home from work. I wouldn't come back home until he went to work the next day. That's how much partying I was doing. I had such a great time. I met so many people. I went to every party. Everybody knew me. I got to the point where they just let me in. I wasn't even a promoter yet, full-fledged. Actually, this is more of a 87 to 88 thing. I became a promoter in like 88 when they started doing College Mondays at Paradise. But he gave me that keyboard, and I'm looking at this thing, and it's got everything. It's got a module for horns, for brass, for strings, for keyboard, synthesizer, 1, 2, 3, and 4, Moog, all this stuff, right? So I read the book. The book was about that thick, 300 pages. I didn't really read, how it started up or nothing like that. I just wanted to read. It was called a Ensoniq ESQ1 synthesizer and sequencer.
Yep.
So it had an 8-track on it. So the first thing I don't play keyboards. I do one finger. I can play a couple of songs with all the fingers, but the first song I made on there was Egyptian Lover. Dance so girl. So I started doing all the beats, right? Because he had a TR something drum machine.
808, TR-88.
No, he had a TR-80. He didn't have the, it was little.
Yeah, not 808, but yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And so I put the drums on there, the cowbell, the cat, So I made that song, One Finger. I made Europe's Final Countdown. I did that, the whole beats, everything. I did George Michael's One More Try, and it sounds just like it. But I slowed it down, so the tempo is like 80, 85. I slowed it all the way down to like 20.
Oh,
and then played it with the thing, and then I sped it back up to hear what it sounded like. I don't know if they were doing it like that back then, but I know if you didn't know how to play an instrument and you wanted to make it seem like you did, that's the way you did it. And I think, let me see, I did Europe, I did, then I made up my own song based off what I learned how to do with those 3 songs. I wish I had that cassette still, because that was some of my finest work. Well, it was some of my only work.
Right. Shoot, that kind of thing is fun.
It was, and that's why
make music in that way. It's really fun.
Well, if this is what you want to do, it has to be fun, because it's a chore. Like when I learned how to set up servers, and remember when I got fired from that one job because I didn't know how virtual systems worked, and I was so determined.
That was short lived.
Yeah. I was so determined. Well, it took me 3 weeks at 15 hours a day to learn it full fledged, and then I went to one of my clients, and I converted 80 of his servers to 4 servers, thus saving him like $10,000 a month on electrical costs, because those 80 servers were running and hogging up all kinds of electricity. That was my start, and I have not turned back. My last project was 2023. I built the virtual system for a CPA firm. It had 1 server, but has 14 virtual servers on it. So it has 256 gigs of RAM for memory and capable of going up to 1,092 gigs of memory. So it can always be expanded and upgraded. And that's why I bought, and here's the funny part. I bought the server. The server was already 5 years old when I bought it in 2023. That same server is $150,000 from Dell. And they're giving you 50% off, which is $75,000. And I think I got them that server at like $20,000. So, I mean, it's like you got to know what you're doing, and you have to know where to go with these refurbished places, because I would rather buy a refurbished server with a 5-year warranty and spend 20 grand than to spend it for a brand new one and spend like 8 times that.
Right.
So I'm always looking to show people where they can save money and do stuff. I mean, I know how to do a lot of things, but right now my focus is on just helping nonprofits, getting through our crisis up here. So I've kind of put the IT stuff on hold to, help the community. I still utilize some of the social media aspects of that, because that's the way we get the word out, is by utilizing tools that you use on YouTube and Instagram and all the other social media spots.
Exactamente.
My next steps are going to be taking transcripts from these podcasts and turn them into like storylines. I got a thing that I'm going to show you after we get off of here, a link of the outline that I'm kind of creating. And just like yesterday, I didn't get a really chance to say this. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. I don't know which account. Oh, I ain't worried about that one. Okay. Along the lines of what Dave Stone was talking about yesterday, we started a disaster voices lab where when he was talking about the part where he asked the guy, do people in other burn situations do stuff like this? And he said, absolutely.
Yep.
They come together. And what we're trying to do is create the prototype in which you can utilize to start it in case you're in a situation where this is needed. You won't have to guess. Here's the outline. Here are the steps. This is how you start. You only need to really start, just like Dave said, with your cell phone and internet and social medias. And that's it. And you can start off there. And
that's my mentality. Just go with what you got. You don't need to buy a new camera, a new fancy. Just stuff you got in your hand is perfect, and it'll serve the purpose.
And Canon is works best.
And if you want to get, if it's supposed to get bigger and you're going to need more technical equipment, it'll happen. But you don't need it to start.
Not at all. So, and the beautiful thing is everyone knows this because every last one of these groups you see, Altadena Rising, My Tribe Rise, Altadena Rebuild, Action Altadena, they all utilize what? Their cell phones. Because it's the quickest thing to getting from video to edit to post all on the same device.
And the quality is so good nowadays, too.
I got 8K 30 on my phone if I want to film in that.
Which is overkill, but you got it on your phone.
Well, the beautiful thing is when you zoom in on a quality picture like that or video, you could see the glaze on the shrimp if you film this food. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It's a beautiful thing.
Well, let's see. We've been on here 50 minutes. I think we good. I think we got there's a request. Marcus says, because of music. Oh.
Speaking of music, can we play his jam? Marcus.
You have it up here already?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's part of the music thing. Part of the
Which
meeting.
one is it?
Hold on, where is it? Oh, maybe I don't have it up there.
Night driving? Nobody knows what we're talking about.
No, I think it's theme. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I gotta increase this. Yep. That is it. All right, so with that in mind, we're gonna go ahead and play the original Altadena Talk song, the theme song, and I think we'll go out on that note. Right? You cool with that? All right, cool. So here we go. For those who haven't heard it, I hope you enjoy this song. For those who have, hope you enjoy hearing it again because it's been a minute. Here we go.
We gather together, we grow from the ashes, but there's so much more to be done. Our eyes in the sky, the news can be frightening, but our minds, they won't be overrun. I know, it's easier to talk about the things we need to change, but there ain't nothing more that you need to know. Where Altadena talks, we'll tell you where to go. When it's dark, there'll be a light for you from the start. Where Altadena talks through the fire, we'll be a guide for you at your side. Where Altadena talks. Now more than ever, we have to be clever with water, food, shelter, and love. It's hard to believe that our neighbors are in need, but they're the ones we're thinking of. I know, it's easier to talk about the things we need to change, but there ain't nothing more that you need to know. Where Altadena talks, we'll tell you where to go. When it's dark, we'll be a light for you from the start. Where Altadena talks through the fire, we'll be a guide for you at your side. Where Altadena talks. From the start, where Altadena talks through the fire, we'll be a guide for you at your side. Where Altadena talks through the fire, we'll be a guide for you at your side. At your side, where Altadena talks.
We'll see you guys tomorrow at the park.
Peace out.